Hey, ma'ams in the earth, you might as well go ahead on and move forward. There's no reason to become stagnated and complacent in your situations, in your circumstances, in collapses, in your tragedies. We all have them. We all have tragedies and traumas. Do you understand that, sir? Do you understand that, ma'ams in the earth? Do you understand that? I know I'm running a little late. As far as time is concerned, but as far as eternity is concerned, I'm never late. I'm always on time. Based on the fact that our time and eternity's time is two different times that we have to consider. But I'm here this morning, this afternoon, this evening as Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm also your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'll never give you anything under intellectual content. But I'm also your podcast professor. Don't you ever get that twisted. You see the lab jacket on? You see the lab jacket? Yeah, you feel me? And so at the same time, it's a beautiful space to be. As I stand in front of your mind, man. As I stand in front of your mind, sirs in the earth, kings and queens in the earth, as I stand 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 12 o'clock hour. I know. Don't beat me up too bad that I came in a little, tardy. Maybe I was a little tardy out here in these streets. You feel me? It's a beautiful space to be, though. Tardiness is all good. As long as you cognitively aware of your tardiness and you still press forward, even when your spirit or your mind or your body or the situations or the circumstances or the environment or the atmosphere by which you found yourself at the moment, you still got to supersede. You still got to open up that laptop. You still got to write that book. You still in the midst of your pain and your trauma, man, you still got to move forward in life. Ain't no reason to throw in the towel and lay down. I say there's no reason to throw in the towel and lay down. Ooh-wee. So you might as well go ahead on and tap into your next source of energy. Creator of all things said, tell them that it's a such thing as divine energy. I know you tired. I heard you. In the spirit realm, I know you're tired. I know that you're exhausted. Have to continue to fight these fights. That the fight was presented to you earlier on in life. Ooh-wee. The fight was presented to you early on in life, and you didn't have any control over it. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, there's a such thing as divine energy to help you take you further faster. Divine energy. So at the same time, you might as well go ahead on and tap into your higher self-alignment. There's no reason for you not to at this moment. Sometimes that might be the only alignment that you have to tap into is your higher self-alignment. Make sure your third eye chakra is aligned with your crown chakra, which is aligned with your throat chakra, which is aligned with your, all your sacral chakra, going down all the way down to your root chakra. So at the same time, I came and said, you know what? You're going to eventually have to awake, transform, and elevate in spite of where you might find yourself at this moment, where you might find your life's curriculum might have you at this moment where you are. You finally do your self-check, your self-evaluations, and your self, assessments, and your self, determinations, and your self-value, and your self-worth. all those type of things. And at the same time, tap into your divine energy. That has the ability to take you past your tiredness, man. Because you're fighting this fight in the natural. Our bodies in the natural aspect, in the natural realm of the matter, gets tired, become exhausted, be feeling overwhelmed. And so at the same time, y'all know I sit here 4 days a week and close my eyes. Ooh-wee. And sometimes the creative all things will have you to allow you to close your natural eyes so you can't even see in the natural realm. And he'll tell you, open your third eye, that spiritual eye, that eye that's connected to your pituitary and your pineal gland. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you might as well tap all the way into the assignment. I'm talking about the assignment that's upon your own life, Queen. I say that you got to tap into the assignment that's upon your own life. Because at the same time, you know, you're going to have to give an account, I guess. And so at the same time, there is a divine energy that has the ability to take you further, faster. Everybody come into it at their own certain time, just like you came into the metaverse, just like you came into the environment by which you were born. You know what I'm saying? You was born on a specific day, month, and year. And all of it has significance. You couldn't come in anytime before then, and you didn't have the ability to come in anytime after then. It was the allotted time all the way down to the millisecond by which you had the ability to come into the metaverse and come into the universe and be accounted for. Put your footprint on that little white piece of paper and have your footprint and your fingerprint stamped on that piece of paper as an infant. Y'all remember that? Do they still do that? I wonder if they still do that. Put your footprint, the baby footprint on that paper. That just came in my spirit. And when I closed my eye, that's what I saw. A baby footprint on that, you know, so on that paper, they just with the ink on it and just and so at the same time, yeah, there's a divine energy that you're gonna have to tap into that's gonna take you spiritually further and give you that spiritual awakening. You'll eventually awaken. Even if you're sleeping right now at this moment, by which you hear this session, by the time you hear this session, you might be spiritually dormant. You might be spiritually lying there, you know what I'm saying, dormant, like dormant. You might not have the ability or the agility. You might not even be agile enough, you know, and enough bandwidth in your mind and in your spectrum and your expansion of your thoughts to even receive what I'm saying right now. And that's okay. Ooh-wee, that's okay. You'll come eventually. It'll be your turn eventually, just like how it was my turn, and everybody gonna have their own individual turn. And so there is a higher self alignment. And you're listening to it right now. This is to help you tap into your higher self alignment and get adjusted. Don't we need in the car periodically, we need adjustment with our spark plugs? Don't the car need adjustment periodically with the oil change, transmission fluid? That's the same thing that have to go on with your thoughts, sir, and your higher self alignment. It needs adjusting, tweaking, if you will. Everybody got to be tweaked. Did you hear me, man? If you want to get to a certain level, you better tweak yourself and tweak your assessments and your evaluations about self. Understand who you are. Understand your worth and your value to the earth as you move through it and matriculate through this thing called life's curriculums. And the curriculums of life, sir, I know they throw monkey wrenches. Y'all heard of monkey wrenches before. The curriculum of life will throw you a monkey wrench. Yes, it will. The curriculum of life that you had no control of will throw you trauma. So you're going to eventually have to transform out of the trauma. You're not going to have the ability to, in order to get to the new level, you're not going to have the ability to show forth all the trauma in your past. Because we all have past pains. All of our pains of the past, you cannot allow to control your future. You can. You can if you want to. I'm just here to help you transform. I'm here to make you help the higher self alignment transition. Transition your higher self alignment. Tap into your divine energy and your spiritual awakening. And sometimes it might come through the sound. What you hear, tap into the sound. Do you hear me, sir? Hey, sir, do you hear me? Tap into the sound. Ooh-wee. So there's a certain sound in the earth I have to be and pay attention to. I say there's a certain sound in the earth that you're going to eventually have to pay attention to. There's a certain sound in the earth that you're going to have to eventually pay attention to, the sound. Maybe through that sound of higher self-alignment. Maybe through that sound of spiritual awakening. Maybe through that sound of divine energy healing. Maybe it's through the sound that you have to tap into in order for it to vibrate deep enough down into your spirit, past your DNA, down into the real true essence of who you are in the earth is spirit. You are spirit being having a human experience. But all three components, sir, amens in the earth, all three components. Did you hear me? I say all three components of you, your spirit, your mind, and your body must be alkalinic in order for you to self-actualize and become the best version of yourself that you can become. So, since we understand, since we are cognitively aware, since we are, tapped in and tapped on to the vibration of it all, we know that all of it is connected. All of it is a part of all of it, is a part of all of it, is a part of all of it. All of it is connected, sir. And so, understand your connectedness. I say all of it is connected. And everything is connected. And so at the same time, find your words of connection. I have done it. I have to do the work. I have to have done the work in order to be at this mindset shift that has to happen in order for us all to, coagulate in this earth together. And so my first word is pow. Ooh-wee. Maybe that was a choice because I could have said pain. But why would I drink that into my body? It might already exist in your body, ma'am. Pain does. And so at the same time this morning, the creator of all things say, show him the power. You see that top word right there, power? Power. Yeah, maybe you got to tap into your power. So there's ways to do it that may supernaturally surpass or supersede what you think it may be. Since all of it is connected, maybe you'll have the ability to drink water that has been magnetized with the word power in it. Ooh-wee. So at the same time, harmony. You see it. You see harmony. You understand harmony. You understand it. At the same time, in order to get the magnetism in water, being that water holds a vibration, water holds a frequency. Maybe you might have to magnetize your water with power. Maybe you might have to magnetize your water with harmony in your life. Be harmonious in spite of what it may look like, the chaos, and all the chaotic expressions that people come to you with that has nothing to do with you per se. But at the same time, you'll find yourself. And so at the same time, power and harmony is a good word. And being perfect, even though we understand that perfection is not even something that we should be even striving towards based on the fact that we'll never meet the goal, there's no perfection in the earth, sir. There's no perfection in the earth, ma'am. But one thing I can tell you, even in the midst of your imperfections, you must be pure. Even in the midst of your imperfections, ma'am, you must be pure, queen. And so I stand. I'll say it. And since this is ministry for the mind, maybe the creator of all things said, open that laptop for this moment in time because this is ministry for your mind. If it's going to be anything, it might as well be me. I said it might as well be me that shared this power, this harmony, this perfection, even in the midst of your imperfections. This health and wellness, this healing and well-being. Yeah, just well-being. Healing and well-being is your plight. And so good luck and protection, prosperity, fortune, good fortune, love and fertility, healing belongs to you. But sometimes you might have to awake, transform, and elevate in order to receive it. Open your third eye so you can see through that singular eye by closing your natural eyes. As much stuff as they feed us through the natural man and the eyes and your ear gates and your eye gates, and you just always being fed through social media, through all the channels that you can tap into, is channeling and it's programming. So you'll eventually wake up and get your spiritual awakening. Tap into your higher self alignment and master yourself, self-mastery. Push away from the plate Turn plates away. Don't eat everything you see, and don't eat everything that's offered to you. Master your appetite. Ooh-wee. I say master your appetite, sir. Appetite, ma'am. Master it. Say no. But anyway, I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. But I'm also your podcast professor. With this lab jacket on, have to go deeper into our understandings and our cognitive awarenesses. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And so there's a divine energy that will take you past your natural energy that you have. Your physical energy get exhausted. It gets overwhelmed. It gets overbearing. It gets over, you know what I'm saying? Your frequency is thrown off. You're out of alignment. You're out of sync and off balance. And all these things that can happen in your natural physical man. There's a such thing as divine energy. It has the capacity to restore, to re-equip, to re-you up, regain, reorchestrate, reevaluate, reassess, do a reassessment of yourself. Mm-hmm. And so, healing meditations. Did you hear me? I say there's a such thing as healing meditations. Ooh-wee. So, you'll have the ability to tap into 528 hertz. You'll have the ability to tap into 1111 hertz. You'll have the ability to tap in. Mm-hmm. You'll have the ability and the agility to tap in. So, of course, y'all know I'm going to come. I'm going to drink. I'm going to sip health. I'm going to sip health. I say I'll sip on health. I'll sip it. I'll magnetize the water. I'll magnetize the water to the fact that power, harmony, and a perfect, you know what I'm saying, even in the midst of your imperfections, you're still perfect, even in the midst of your imperfections. But even in the midst of your imperfections, you must be pure. And so at the same time, health was the fourth word. The fourth word was health. I could have said wealth. I could have said abundance. I could have said the money factor, things that's always pushed on us. Even in certain places where you go, it's always about the money. That's not the four words that was dropped into my spirit to tell the mind of the people. Because you can have wealth, but if you don't have health to spend it, and at the same time, what good is money? So I prefer, you know what I'm saying, health. So, toast, y'all. Facebook, family and friends, toast. TikTok, toast. YouTube, toast. Higher self-alignment, healing meditations, spiritual awakening, and divine energy. Did you hear me? I said health can be consisted of divine energy, a spiritual awakening, higher self-alignment, and healing meditations. I want to thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Thank y'all for tapping into this ministry for the mind. I say maybe this is just ministry for the mind. As I step into my assignment and as I continue to go forth in my assignment, you know, I'm just taking y'all on this journey with me. Come on the journey. This journey of life. This journey of expectation. This journey of anticipation. Anticipating all of the blessings, all of the prosperity. I'm sorry. All of the prosperity, all of the abundance, all of the increase, all of the frequencies and vibrations that will help catapult and propel you into a new dimension of thought, a new dimension of conscientiousness, a new dimension of understanding and wisdom and knowledge. It's a beautiful space to be. When you have the ability to awake, transform, and elevate. I gotta go, y'all. It's been a pleasure to sit here. I didn't stop. I didn't allow anything to prevent, stagnate, and or, put a damper on my coming forth. Even sometimes when the environment and the atmosphere by which you come forth in might not be 100% conducive. But you gotta supersede past it. In order to be victorious, you got to supersede past all of the obstacles, past all of the distractions, past all of the distortions, past all of the distraught, because you might be distraught in your spirit. And if your spirit is broken, then it prevents you from moving forward. You got a broken spirit. So you have to tap in to your higher self. Tap into your divine energy. Tap into your higher self alignment. Tap into your healing meditation. Take back your atmosphere and your environment that the situations may try to rob you of. So, walk cognitively aware. I gotta go. I say walk cognitively aware of the assignment that has been placed on your life. Thank y'all for chiming in with me this morning. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for just the listening ear that you have offered me throughout this time. Whenever you get a chance to hear this session, just thank you for the listening ear. And I hope something was said that will help you elevate, help you awaken, help you transform, have your transformation factors stamped all over your membrane, and help you to ultimately elevate to the new level. I gotta go. I'm Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Peace. Did you hear me? Peace. Peace.